What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the latest edition of Gin and Tonic. I'm your host, as always, John J. II, and we got a brand new episode coming right at you right now. Here on a Thursday, May 20th, 2021. Really beautiful day. Hot day here in East Lansing. Got the America tank top on in full force. That's all I got to say about it. Perfectly fitting for today and today's topic. So today we have a really good topic for you. It's kind of some breaking news as of today, actually, and it regards Tim Tebow. So Tim Tebow obviously played quarterback back in the early 2010 era for the Florida Gators, played under Urban Meyer, and there's some breaking news regarding Tim Tebow today that just broke the surface, and we'll talk about that a little bit. So Tim Tebow, the 33-year-old, has just signed for a one-year contract for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So he will be playing tight end. He won't be playing quarterback because obviously that position's already taken down in Jacksonville by Trevor Lawrence. So he will be now a target possibly for Trevor Lawrence. Whether or not he'll start has yet to be determined. But obviously he played for Urban Meyer in Florida. Very similar climate, similar state, really not too far away from each other. And he played for Urban back in the day when he played for Florida. So there's a little bit of common ancestry there. And just having Tim Tebow come back into the mix is really kind of interesting. I guess supposedly he's in the best shape of his life. He is anticipated to play very well when he does see the field. I'm assuming he will see the field. He had a very great relationship with Urban Meyer when he played for Florida. So it's going to be interesting to see. So he released a statement today in a quote. I'll read it here. "I want to thank the Jaguars for the opportunity to compete and earn the chance to be a part of this team," Tebow said in a statement. "I know it will be a challenge, but it is a challenge I embrace. I am dedicated to taking the direction of our coaching staff and learning from my teammates. I appreciate everyone's support as I embark on this new journey." New journey it is. So talking about Tim Tebow, obviously you've seen the memes come out where he's Tebowing, very Christian, very faith-based individual. And I myself personally, being a man of faith, I respect that. I regard that highly. I don't think that's something to really make fun of. I think I respect that. I think it's a really cool thing that he does that and displays it publicly. And it's really sweet. So seeing that he's signed for a one-year deal makes it look like he is coming back into the limelight as far as being an NFL player. So just a little bit of backstory. He hasn't seen an NFL field, let alone an NFL roster, since 2012 when he played quarterback for the New York Jets. And it says here in the article, he's had cups of tea with New England. I think that means he flirted with the idea of possibly going to New England. But back in those days, it was almost like a sentence to sit on the bench for the entire season, since they still had Tom Brady during that time. So there's another quote down here. Let's see who this is by. So this looks like, let's just read it. "Meyer told the Chris Collinsworth PFF podcast last week, 'I wasn't even there. They came back to me and said, wow, this guy is in incredible shape. Then I went another time and watched them try him out. And they said, go work on these things. He comes back later. They try him out again. I'm not there. They come in and they said, wow, this guy's got ball skills. He's a great athlete. He looks like he's 18 years old, not 20, whatever he is, 33. I said, guys, you don't understand. Now this guy he's the most competitive maniac you're ever going to talk to, and let's give it a shot." Give it a shot they will, and it's a long one. It's really going to be interesting to see Tim Tebow kind of come out, and there's so many moving parts with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So you look at the quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, first overall draft pick in the NFL draft 2021. You got Urban Meyer coming right out of the trenches of college football, having coached for Florida, Ohio State, taking a little break to spend some time with family, and then coming out of the dark to then coach a very strong underdog team in the Jacksonville Jaguars. So he's got his work cut out for him. Let's just put that out there and tell that what it is. I mean, it's a great underdog story, and it can be a great one. It has all the pieces to become one. And if he can utilize, what if they can utilize Urban Meyer and the coaching staff, if he can utilize and get all his coaching staff, his coaches, all his other specialty guys in a line and be like, okay, we can make this work. Kind of like the Dan Campbell Detroit Lions picture. If you can get that, make that work with Trevor Lawrence, now Tim Tebow, you might be working with something here. I don't want to make any promises or early projections, but I'm going to be watching the Jacksonville Jaguars this year very closely. It's not Gardner Minshew era anymore. He showed promise for a very short amount of time, didn't amount to anything. And then pretty much everything before that, the Jacksonville Jaguars were pretty much an irrelevant team, a glorified D3 college football team that just happened to play an NFL schedule. That's kind of what I called it. A little bit harsh, I know, but listen, I'm a very, very hard critic, and I tell it how it is. So not going to ease up on these guys even, but I'm very excited and very highly anticipating this season for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think it's going to be fun to watch. People are going to take it as a joke at first, but depending how they come out and play, they're obviously going to have to prove themselves, but I think that they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. I'll leave it at that, though, guys. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Gin and Tonic. Make sure to get registered for the Corona Challenge if you haven't done so already. The registration closes on May 31st. That's less than 2 weeks from today. So get registered, get paid, and get involved. We'd love to have you out there. So make sure you get that done and out of the way. I'll leave it at that, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the official Gin Pros Gin and Tonic series. I'm your host, as always, John J. II. Have a great night.